Welcome back, everyone, to Tales of Arise. One of the few Tales games I have 100%. The only Tales game I have 100%ed. So, there's that. I don't know how the sound quality is, because I don't actually know how my mic is on this. So, I have to check that. So, if you will give me one moment to check that. Oh, okay, that's a screenshot button. Alright, I'm gonna need to up the sound there. Lower the desktop audio. Alright. Let's try this again, because the last time I tried to do this on stream, I got heavily distracted. So I'm gonna do the name. I don't know if there's anything in New Game Plus out, in all honesty. I'm gonna check if there's anything in New Game Plus. Alright. No, let's do this on a new file. Make it actually feel normal. But I have to figure out these controls. Because I originally played this on a keyboard.
In ages long past, it was believed that Mother Dana was indestructible and everlasting. Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods, a paradise where the souls of the departed could rest forevermore. Oh, how wrong we were. In the face of Rena's unimaginable technology, its soldiers, clad in huge, shining armor, and its fearsome beasts, known as Zeugles. The prosperity and bounty of Dana all but disappeared overnight. That was 300 years ago. The world of Dana fell under Renan rule, and its new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms. And now today, Orbis Calaglia, one of the Renan's 5 realms. It is ruled over by the tyrant Balzef, Lord of the Firemaster Corps. Unrelenting fire scorches this barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat. The Danan people toil as slaves. Day after day they suffer, under the ruthless oppression of the Renan soldiers, with only one hope of escape: death. Only in death is their agony finally brought to an end. They have forgotten what it means to be free. So complete is the Renan's domination.
You call that pushing? Put some back into it, embedded.
Iron Mask?
Why you?
Let me.
What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless... All right, third squad! Time to regroup! Go on, get moving!
Hey, wait for me! Thank you, Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Alright, let's go. I hope that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know how the quality is going to sound for this. So, I'm so sorry, Iron Mask. You got hurt because of me. Don't sweat it, kid. It's not like I felt anything. That's why Doc tells you to be extra careful, doesn't he? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I chose to stick my neck out for you, and I don't want to thing. Don't sweat it, Cole, okay? Okay, thanks so, Iron Mask.
I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees. I need to have Doc check me out first.
Ah, you again.
Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Look after yourself and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit. So, still unable to remember anything, I take it?
Blank as always. Nothing but that strange dream.
No face, no memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's. What will we do with you? Here, let me see. You may not be able to feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't be wounded, just like everyone else. If you're not more careful, you'll wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
I watched another slave die today. More corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Danans are always dying, and the Renans just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
Keep your voice down, will you? If only it were so simple, my friend. There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done, take a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now, do me a favor and try to stay out of trouble so the wound doesn't open again.
Doc, back when I knew nothing, you were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful for that. But I can't just...
The race is won by the calm and the steady. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world. Work will be wrapping up for the day soon enough. Don't sit around here. Go out and feel the breeze against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that. Just do me a favor and keep a low profile, all right? You stand out enough in that mask as it is.
Guess I'll go back to my room.
Alright. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Sorry about the echo. The bright eyes stick their weird stones on our bodies and walk us to the bone until we're dead. And it's the routine beatings on them more than enough. When they're really in abandonment, they like to stick their Zeugles on us.
I'm a slave, just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core? Or a face, or memories for that matter? Not like worrying about it'll change anything.
I might have to play this with a keyboard. Not matter how tired you are, you get up seeing them. You can always find Rena and Lena just hanging up in the sky. I hate it. It's like they're watching over us, keeping an eye on our every move. The Lineagens, especially, is something else. There's no way you can hope to beat the Renans when they can build floating castles like that. I wonder what the bright eyes, like the barn all over the place, I'll tell you, it's the fuel they make us mine for. No reason for us to do it. Once we do it, they just take it and light it up, and that's why it's hotter than hell here. Listen, whatever the bastards do to you, don't even think about trying to fight back against the bright eyes, got it? I know. Not like any of us have a chance in hell of beating one of those soldiers those Zeugles have on Lord Balza. Shh. Don't talk about this in public, you two. Who knows what they'll do if they hear you guys.
I should get some rest. I wonder how many people have slept in this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long? Tomorrow's another day. I guess I should get some shut-eye. I'd better head to work. So I've got business with the freight train today, huh? Great.
Alright. Freight train.
Great. Time to start another day toiling away for the Renans. Am I gonna do this until the day I die?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Look lively, slaves. Let's see some work around here.
Grenar!
Zephyr, she's here!
The hell? Come back!
girl's nowhere to be found.
This hurts.
Hey, Bennett, did you find anything?
Not yet, sir. What do they expect from us on such short notice?
Hey, you're...
Over there! Don't move!
Go now!
Huh?
Hurry, get moving!
Stay still! You caused us a lot of trouble, you know.
Now we can do this the easy way, or not.
It's just you.
Here they are! Forget the rebels! Focus on the girl!
Jump over at the front! Take the girl along! The bandit's expendable!
Armored soldiers!
Idiots! Hey, you two! Come on!
Away you go!
Hope you can jump! You all missed your chance to become Lord, which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balzav! Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me Shion! Yes, sir! Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Someone's in a bad mood. Lord Wolsey, ruler of Orbis Calaglia. Ah, but it's wild beast you prefer, isn't it? Do forgive me.
Ganabelt Volkiris, what do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow lord, I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing around.
Forgive me, I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Shut up! It's none of your concern.
The crown contest is proceeding apace, and so quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it, and you can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Nor will I. Until next time.
You awake?
Who are you?
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows?
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Dahnan people. We get in the way of the Bright Eyes' best laid plans.
The Dahnan Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were. Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask. Is it true you can't take that thing off?
Yeah. Worse is that I don't even know why I'm wearing it. That woman I was with.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
They're interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on?
Alright, back to this.
I need to go and
Thanks
find
for
out
the luck.
for myself.
Alright. If you want to know something, I'll tell you what I can. Now. We're not talking to everybody. That's a nightmare waiting to happen. Just trust me. Trust me on that.
Ah, damn it! So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
What are you doing?
So you're finally awake, huh?
What's going on here? What did she ever...
Mind your business. So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh? It doesn't seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you? For the last several days, Balsef's forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
That's her name? You mean she's...
What? You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renin, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renin soldiers. So then, why?
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Dahnan from a Renin, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Big talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you call us embedded! Look, you see the stone your people embedded in me? There isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. This scar's a reminder, not to rest until every last one of you is...
We Dahnans may not be capable of using astral arts, but it looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good in escaping here either.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you, that's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong. You think this curse is some kind of great ability?
Curse.
Fair enough. All I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why...
An ambush!
They must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry! And bring the girl. If she gives you any trouble, wave a spear in her face.
Got it.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry, but right now it's everyone for themselves.
What about you?
I'm going to welcome our guests. Don't go dying on me.
Come on, move.
And don't try anything funny.
Now we have a sword. Let's see where this goes. This might sound a bit iffy. I don't know how I sound, but
Enemy attack!
An ambush. Renans are here? I have to find an exit and get the hell out of here.
break out or find a way to keep them quiet. This one. Alright, file 11.
Anyone who can fight, grab a weapon! Damn! How'd they find out about this place?
Have these kinds of battles been going on this entire time? And I just didn't know?
No, I might have to use the keyboard.
Stop right there! Oh, it's just a Danon. You there! Where's the Renan girl who was here?
Well,
Spit it out! I want an answer, Insurgent!
how's this for an answer? Go to hell!
You dare address a Renan armored soldier that way? I'll show you embedded!
Alright, the perform normal attack. Yeah, alright.
So much for playing nice. Alright, we're up. A real fight. Still, I have to do this. I won't go quietly. Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Go to hell! Swallow blade! I won. I actually beat one of those Renan soldiers. I've got to keep going. I have to survive this no matter what.
Alright.
What's this thing?
Here's what we got. Yeah, I just beat one. What chance?
Gotta break through!
You got spirit!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're mine!
Go to hell!
I'll test something.
Go to hell!
Here I come! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Slash! Slash! Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
I don't think I can do it yet.
We won.
Xi'an V. Mayor Imaris Daymore. I hereby detain you in the name of His Excellency Lord Balseth.
Damn it!
Throw down
I was
your
so
weapon.
close.
Vanquish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, slave. These are Renan affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being indebted to a Danon.
Fine, suit yourself.
Mission returns and combos.
Word to the wise, I call my own shot. Just stay out of my way and we'll get along quite well.
It's kinda new for me, if you hadn't noticed. Don't expect any promises.
One more!
Mirage! Rising Mirage!
Take it!
Swallow
One
Blade!
more!
Swallow Blade!
Go! And again! Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah, it's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for? Stay sharp. We're going in.
I do. I have to make sure everything control-wise things are good.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danons don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renan rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest!
Look out! Sion! Sion!
The blazing sword. But how?
Impossible.
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along. No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core. Attack!
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry. You're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
The blazing sword. It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my master core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy. Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what? All I need right now is power. And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
You really don't care what happens to you as long as you get what you're after, do you?
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
Okay. To your point.
That's...
Glanimede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balseph. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Chug!
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Not like I care. They can attack me all they want. It's not gonna do much.
Don't go charging off like that! Talon Storm! Touch cannon! Don't let them form a pack! Here I come! I'm on it!
Don't Congress with options for the menu.
Talon Storm! I'm on it! Slut! That's your right up!
Okay, you careful.
I'll run you through! See ya! Talon Storm!
I'm
That
confused.
was almost too easy. Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid.
Not happening.
I'll take you up. Hold on.
You mean to open that? That's the Steam layout for the control settings.
Here I go. It's over.
Oh, yeah, the...
Mirage!
Mega Ray.
How's this? Had it coming. Circle and bring them down.
Mega Ray.
Fall
Oh.
back.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation.
How's this?
Yeah, that's bad.
I'll run you through. Had it coming. Clean Cleave right through them!
You can leave that to me.
Not so fast!
I need to be stronger.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it.
Best
We
part.
should gather as many as we can find.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zeugles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoilsport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's...
Right. Thank you.
So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... You know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek. We don't have much choice.
No! Can't end here!
I'll bring you back from death to this. As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough. Pathetic.
I can't believe this. What's this thing?
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Mega Ray!
How's this? You're surrounded. Just stay calm.
Swallow blade! You're mine!
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Here's a healing art!
No!
Grenade!
Can't
won't end here!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Talon's door!
I'll bring you...
I'm still here. Can't succeed.
Back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
I'm on it! Slice!
Resuscitation!
Talon! The target
Okay, that
shield.
worked.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the clock.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
I'll run you through! See ya! I'm sure I can put this to use.
We're going to fight a few more things.
I'll take you all on!
Slash! Swallow blade! Stop! Rising wyvern!
Don't go charging off like that! See ya!
Slash!
Talon's door! Touch! One final push!
Right.
Give them all we got! This is it!
Here.
Dig deep!
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us!
Rising wyvern!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
No, it's not, but I can do it. What information, but that's not what I want.
I won't forgive you!
Swallow blade!
You're mine!
I'm on it!
Mega Ray!
Slash! Swallow blade! Mirage!
This is not going to plan!
Rising wyvern! Mirage!
Only getting started!
Slash! Rising wyvern!
And again!
How's this? That was almost too easy.
There we go. Like everything you see is gonna come in handy later.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr! Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
be right back. I'm back, I think. Yeah, I am.
Should this really be here?
Yeah, you can do that.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Alright. Yeah, I know, I hear that.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Freaking owls.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
The game's... Well, if this was the first Tales game, I feel kind of sad for him. But two, I will say this on this game: the plot overall isn't bad, but it's also kinda... It feels off, like they tossed away certain aspects to it. You can... Oh. You can tell when they drop the plot line.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
This is...
Hey.
Nate, sent us. We heard you might be short-handed. So that didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That bright eyes with you, you sure we can really trust her? She's on our side, Zeph can vouch for her. Zeph is good with her. I guess we don't have a problem. Yeah, what the hell? The name's Zywan. I'm the one who runs this lodge. It's a lodge? But we all already have our own bed. We don't sleep on straw and rock hard dot here around here. Some of the crows have their fair share of folks who eat in. Knocking on death's door, they can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs to rest. If you don't rest, you can't help to fight the red eyes at your best. Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? Need to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from a hideout in the Zynan mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renan snuck the place out? They're valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down there, around in the Sanders Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to the lodge. Got it. You're welcome to use this facility if you need to as well. We'll let you sleep here for free. Some people are like that. That's more of a personal...
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound...
That's more of a personal...
thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe.
I'll
settle for hopeful.
That's more of a personal preference thing. So I can't really say anything about that.
Over for the Renans.
It's not really something... Okay, the no spoilers threshold is one thing. My thing with spoilers is it depends on the game. If it's something of massive importance to the story, which I do not count the relationship between these two as it's important to the story, but we know it's something that'll happen. If it's something minor, that's one thing, but my threshold is if it's a massive, plot point. Outside of that, you can spoil as much as you want. My only exception to that rule was once. And that was Skies 3. Because if I didn't know about that, I was not fine going into that.
Let's dispose of the trash. You're mine. Here, let me help. First aid.
Rising Wyvern!
Got you.
Mirage!
Magna Ray. Let me help.
Swallow Blade!
First aid.
Swallow
Here I
Blade!
go. I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern!
Here's a healing
Mirage!
art. First aid.
You're mine!
One
Rising
more.
Wyvern!
Magna Ray.
Mirage! Slash!
This could be useful.
Even though I can't figure out how to make... I've been having trouble with the overlay thing, I can't actually find a way to turn that off. It's a personal preference thing with spoilers. Oh, I forgot about this.
Guess I misread the landing. What's this thing?
I would prefer knowing the game has a morality system before getting into it, because those kind of games get confusing sometimes if you don't know about it, because it has a morality system in the background. If it's out in the open, that's one thing, but sometimes they have one in the background that you don't know about, and even the nicest decision could be considered evil.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Justin, this is such a pain in the neck sometimes. JoJo's has one of the slowest starts in anime. You can complain about slow if it's a real.
No choice.
Take it! Swallow blade! Mega ray!
Mirage! Stop! Come and face me.
There! Got you! Mega ray!
Swallow blade!
Use a healing art! First aid!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Swallow blade! Slash!
Here's a healing
As
art!
Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started. Here, let me help. First aid!
Now I can let loose.
Mega ray!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Take it! I'm only
Swallow
getting
blade!
started.
Slash!
Okay, those are the kind of people I have issues with. They're gonna start acting on the. Oh, that reminds me of something that happened. If this was anime related stuff, they were trying to be elitist on, they were being elitist on trying to understand stuff, the side content of
this it?
First aid! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Well, that's all they watched, and they missed out on a lot.
Here's a healing arc.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Because we have Fate, Fate Zero, Heaven Wheel, Apocrypha. Can't even name all of them.
May have bit off more than I could chew.
Fate Collide is also there, which is an oddball one. And those are all the versions of Gilgamesh.
Here I go. I'm only getting started.
Qian, gonna be good.
How's this? Mega Ray!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your
Yeah. And the thing is with Fate is it's hard to explain to a non-Fate fan that all the events in Fate, book, story, games, are all canon. As well. So, yeah. So nobody made it, huh? Sorry if you're a little sooner we could've. Hey, these things happen in hearts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice those we want. Hey, when Daddy's coming home? Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while and... Don't lie to me. His dad isn't me. I know that when grown-ups look and say someone's gone, they always mean their dad. Daddy's always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So this isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. So fall back to Nathan and get ready to fight. I don't have... I watched a bit of Fate Zero, but I never finished it. I think there was one scene in Fate Zero which is just like, okay, that's disturbing. At the time, so I never finished it.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around.
I'm skeptical.
Considering her character... Okay, one moment. Her being self-righteous is one thing, but if you go by the time period Saber was in, self-righteousness was one's own perspective. And also, it was filled with war back then too, so it's not that surprising, but also considering she was also one of the most powerful people of that era, I can see why she treats it like that. You must have gone through this Candace ravine to get here, right? Is that Zoogle still out there? Big guy, looks like an insect with wings, scythe arms. Yeah, we saw it. Looked big and pretty tough to boot. That's the one! It's hard to feel safe knowing it's still out there. We'd like to see it get its comeuppance one of these days, especially since the people that deliver that comeuppance are gonna enjoy a pretty mighty payday on account of all the materials they're on. Oh yeah? Yep, Zoogle materials are imbued with astral energy, so the stronger they are, the more energy the materials contain. We could use them to make a new weapon and stand up to the Rin a little better. Even with our astral loss handicap. The odds odds try I can usually gather a few people and get some materials myself. Something that is bound to beyond my capabilities. I cannot see chat at the moment. Think I have to fix it. Something that big is bound beyond my capabilities. If only there was a good way to beat it. We'll take it on. I don't see any harm checking it out. You have what you're saying. We've got enough to worry about as it is without inviting even more danger. You're not pals, right? I know you're strong, but I think even this Yuga might be beyond you. It's not like I need you guys to take it down right away. For us right away. But how should I put it? If anybody has a shot at it, I think it'll still be you guys eventually. Once you feel like you're up to the challenge, that is. When you are, would you be willing to give it a shot? You can bring other people along with you.
Got it.
To help, of course. Sure, that sounds fair. We'll take it. We'll get it taken care of for you sooner or later. Okay. Gilgamesh... I don't know about. Which rider is that? I cannot remember. Fate's not my specialty.
You're back, huh? Sounds like it was a real ordeal out there. Much as I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renan armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renan equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzabek, you'll find the Fagin ruins. There's some kind of old Renan castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renan tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renan rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danengarbs.
Those look like the ruins. Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes. Now let's move.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean, where does it come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Huh?
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So? Technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
That is the thing with Saber. Saber does... Righteousness virtues, and all of that are dependent on the time period. It's never always going to be one consistent thing throughout time. They change.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Virtues, morality, it all changes. Which... for their time periods, they were doing what they thought was right. Whether it was right or not, it's a different story for a different time. But they did what they did what they thought was right. It's always fun when the dog rolls on the keyboard. I know a bit about the visual novels.
For some lousy cloak. There's Zeugles here too?
Hey!
You should always assume there's Zeugles anywhere you go. They're one of the reasons I need you all. You're a team after all, and that means you need to pull your weight. So when I call for you, I expect you to clear out any enemies around me. What? Why do I have to do all that? Exchange? In exchange, when you call for me, I promise I'll shoot down enemies around you.
Right.
Down. Yeah, alright. If you don't get in the habit of speaking up during fights, don't hack the morale and ability to combo together. So make sure to do it often.
Just
Got
a
it?
minute.
Looks like the enemy's spotted us. Time to get to work. You don't have to tell me that. Tell me that.
With that blade and your strength, the average Zeugle shouldn't be a problem, right?
I'll give it a shot. Mirage! It's on! Mirage! Swallow blade! Mirage!
It's just... Fate, boy.
Flyers!
This one's mine. I'll shoot them down.
Is kind of weird, cause all Fate are...
Where are you going? And again, this one's mine. There, got it. Mega ray. Take it. Where are you going? Mega ray. This one's mine. Right, this one's mine. Here I go. It's over. I never miss.
I hate this.
Mega ray. I never miss. Take it.
There.
Mega ray.
Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
Excited. You're mine. I never
The
miss.
thing
This is it.
is...
It's on! Swallow blade! Eat dirt! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
It's on!
Saber
Rising Wyvern!
was in a time where that I'm gonna have to be slightly defensive here. But I'll explain in a second. Looks like you've got the hang of it, but don't let it go to your head. They were easy ones. I know. Saber, in the time period that she was in,
One victory.
that kind of stuff was normal for
You can
her.
hardly see anything from here.
Why don't we climb up higher? And see if
Anna
we can
and
get a better
stuff
view?
is also in Yeah,
What's this thing?
that's... From what I know about that, that's only half true.
So these are the Fagin ruins? How'd you figure a place like this turns derelict?
Your guess is as good as mine. I didn't even know this place existed until we heard about it. All that matters to me is whether I can find anything to wear in there.
Why does she care so much about her appearance?
Also, the time period is kind of adjustable because they keep their own beliefs in the thing, and she, from what I remember of seeing, she did toss her beliefs around and didn't follow them, but my main issue with her is she doesn't toss them on everybody. She tossed them mostly on the other beings that were, like, kings.
No choice.
But that might just be my memory being faulty.
Eat dirt. Stop.
Here I go. You're mine. Insects should stay on the ground. Take
Swallow blade.
Here's
got
a healing
flyers.
art. I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours. Slash. Swallow blade.
And again. Magna ray.
Slash. Swallow
Well,
blade.
we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. I'm only getting started. Take it.
I think that's actually brought up in the novels of why. I never read the novels though. I've read
I can feel my precision improving.
I forget what it's called. I've read a synopsis of the novels. My brain is not working at full capacity, but that's fine. From... Really? I thought there was. Or was that a game? No, there was no game.
How about this? I'll take you all off. Okay, here I go. Swallow blade. Slash.
There. And again.
Swallow blade. Slash.
Here I go.
Swallow blade.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take...
That's kind of explained. It's not explained very well unless you look into every last detail, which I didn't, but I have an idea. But because of I can't remember what the event was called. I think it was like
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Rising Wyvern.
the Dark Saber stuff. Okay, that's not good.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation! There!
Not
and
done
again.
yet.
Magna ray!
Mirage.
Because
Swallow blade.
timelines in Fate are so confusing. I think it was like something kaleidoscope or something. It's
I owe you one.
I remember the entire Fate timeline is screwed over because of stuff. I just can't remember exactly what.
Here, let me
Swallow
help.
blade.
First aid! Magna ray!
A hard-won victory.
Yeah, that message went through. It's not showing on there for some reason, though. There shouldn't be anything in that that's weird. There shouldn't be anything in the that I have blocked. Give me a second. No. How did I check that again? I cannot remember how to check that. Oh. That's a dock's foot. That's not what I'm looking for. That's weird, I can't find it. I don't know why that message didn't go through on the actual main thing. All I remember mostly for Fate, though, is the timeline is massively screwed over. And consistency isn't really a thing.
An opponent like this should be easy. I owe you.
It's on! Rising Wyvern!
You picked the wrong fight.
Rising Wyvern!
That fucking is driving me mad.
It's consistent, but it's
Rising Wyvern!
weird.
Rising Wyvern!
Primed and ready. Go. I'm only getting started.
Mirage!
Mega Ray.
Rising Wyvern!
Take it. Looks like it could be worth something.
Yeah, but then I think the freaking... How did I open that? I need to... What the hell? I think, like, the kaleidoscope crap happened. I'm not an expert on Fate by any means. I just know certain things. I know it's set up to be a prequel to all of it. But when time travel is involved, prequels, sequels, it all starts just getting confusing. So it is a prequel, but also it it might not matter because of the time travel happening in it. Which is also more confusing.
What's this thing?
This is not helping. I just hit the button, now I can't remember what I hit. Okay, yeah. That was just hypocritical and annoying.
No choice.
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
Here I go.
Come one, come all!
Who wants to die
Rising
next?
Wyvern!
Here I go. I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern!
Mega Ray!
Slash! Rising Wyvern!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
I think I might have gotten to that. Fate was able to hold my interest for a while until certain things happened into it, and then I dropped out of most of it. I keep up with it through more of people I know. I look into certain things if it interests me.
I wonder if those are the Fagin ruins below us. Shouldn't be too much farther now, if that's the...
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat. Don't worry about me. I'm used to working while I'm hungry. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
Never thought I'd get lectured on eating by a Renin, of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat. But we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form. You should think about sprucing them up a little.
Why? What purpose would it serve?
I guess you're right. I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in somewhere.
All right, I'll think about it.
All done. Come and eat. You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so well.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw. It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Oh, no, that wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
You've got me curious now. Is it just pain you can't sense? Or are your taste buds shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy. Doc thinks maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking? You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
When it comes to my favorite Tales game, oh, that's that. Okay, I see. Alright, let's see.
I think we've rested long enough.
I want that skill panel. Alright, yeah.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Besides a few things, the game overall.
This must be it. Looks pretty ancient, but I recognize Renan architecture when I see it.
It's seen some beatings. If it stayed sealed all this time, it's not because people left it alone.
It's not just their technology. The Renans build their structures out of special materials, too. Strong enough to withstand assaults from Dahnan tools and weaponry, anyway.
So, how the hell are we...
Easy.
I don't know what's going on with that. It's might be glitchy.
Phew. That may not have been a fancy feast we just had, but I don't remember the last time I felt this full.
Do the Renans often not give you all enough to eat?
It's never enough. The Renans decide exactly how much we'll have and when we'll have it. And that's that. We do our best to get around it. Everyone has to grow their own food and such behind the Renans' backs in order to get by. Thinking about it now, I wonder if they've always kept it meager so we would never have the energy to try to resist what they've done to us.
Yeah. An empty stomach takes its toll on the body and the spirit after a while.
How does a Renan like you know what it's like?
I may be Renan, but they don't like me either. I could be squeaky clean and they still wouldn't give me anything.
Did your stomach just...
I didn't hear anything.
But you just ate. How are you already...
I said I didn't hear anything.
I still have some I haven't eaten yet. Do you want it?
Sure.
I don't know it's just me, but... Are you muted, or is that just me? Because sometimes this glitched out on me the one day saying somebody was muted and they weren't. That's glitching. Oh, no, I'm talking, whatever. Because it's saying, listen without audio. Because I had somebody in the chat before that had that, but they weren't. It was odd. Okay, then my chat's acting up again. Overall, the game is good. I've played the entire game before. I'm just replaying it for stream.
Looks like this place used to be a supply base of some sort. It probably even dates back to the Great Conquest of 3 centuries ago.
For an abandoned place, sure is crawling with critters. Kinda makes you wonder how they all got in.
Through cracks in the walls, I guess. Maybe it's a good environment for these species to propagate in. Best not to let your guard down either way. Best not to let your guard down either way.
Agreed. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to hang around here any longer than necessary.
Okay. Dialogue's over. Overall, it is a good game. There are a few plots that they had that you can tell they dropped. I don't know if it was because they were too convoluted or because they didn't have time to put them in.
This could be useful.
The main but to avoid many spoilers, when it comes to Astral Arts users, it feels like they dropped a plot revolving around her and just kept the most important details and none of the side stuff. I upload all of these to YouTube. I upload all the VODs to YouTube. So I'm trying to avoid massive spoilers for some people. Alright, this was dead end. But it feels like they dropped a plot with her at some point. I can't remember the exact point. But the one thing I do remember, I'll say that, screw the owl quest. always those quests that I hate.
Forgive you. I never miss. There, go. I'm only getting started. Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Got fired.
I've got it. Let a marksman handle
I
it.
owe you one. Damn it! All yours.
Sighted. I'm only getting started.
Rising Wyvern.
There, and again. Mega ray.
Strike.
Here I go.
I plan on doing Symphonia at some point here too. I do have it downloaded.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
But whether I can figure it out is a different story, and I just fell in. I'm an idiot. Does not help that the first time I played this game, I played it on a keyboard. And I'm so adjusted to playing this game on a keyboard that I'm having trouble actually playing the game on a controller. Sure. Oh. Sure. Yeah, I can see it. Kind of funny to see it. Kind of funny, but I can see it. Wait, Ravens also?
We've been walking around for a while now. Can we give up already?
What, you're tired?
Tired of something, all right.
I'm not giving up until we search every inch of this place.
She's really determined to find those clothes.
No choice.
Yeah, out of 80s ninja, from the 80s ninja. Kratos from Simpsons. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. I just don't see it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Looks like we won.
Huh. Oh, that's a pain.
Gotta break through.
Okay. That combo makes... Without the context, I'm just imagining this without context. That makes so little sense. That would make so little sense to anybody.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Take it. Here, let me help. First aid.
We're in good form.
I know Drawing Together. And... It's... Two contradictory terms about the commute. Boring fast, boring weird. It's weird, but it's really weird and boring. It's really weird, but it also got really boring.
Is this Renin technology? I'm amazed you guys can pull something like this off.
For us, sites like this are completely normal.
No, it's not.
This must be...
The former owner's old wardrobe, yeah.
I wonder how long they've hung here. They don't look like they've aged a day.
The designs are a little dated, but it'll have to do.
Listen, I get it. You care how you look. But we've got places to...
What is it?
No. Nothing. We've kept Zephyr and the others waiting long enough. We should head back.
Okay, let's head back to Ulzebek.
You're in a good mood. Were you that happy to find a new outfit?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the same as ever.
That just reminds me that I heard something about them rebooting, they're rebooting Powerpuff Girls, and they're also rebooting something else, but I can't remember what it was. But also, to say one other thing, the impracticality of that outfit. You're going into battle. The impracticality alone.
Is this a chest of some sort?
A Renin kind, yeah. We should definitely hold on to what's inside.
What's this thing?
There it is. Yeah.
You said before that this probably used to be a supply depot, right? But Nay thought it was a Renin castle. I wonder what it actually is.
Who knows?
Who knows?
What, can't I not know something? You didn't think I knew every last thing about my own kind, did you?
I didn't say that.
From what I've heard, a lot of the materials that were initially brought over from Rena 300 years ago were repurposed for other things over time. So it's entirely possible that this place used to be both a supply depot and a lord's castle at different points in time. They're not mutually exclusive. I couldn't tell you when the lord's castle moved to its current location, though. Well, satisfied?
Yeah. Thank you. You know, for telling me about all that.
It's not like I mentioned anything that useful. Come on, let's keep moving.
Probably,
There.
best way to... But, yeah. My entire problem with things, but gaining a following over time, is the show is good. My problem is the shows that have a following, and they just can't help But do a reboot of it, remake of it, or do something like that, and try to throw in their own opinions into it.
Want to get back to Ulzebek?
Yeah, we better. We don't have time to waste.
Someone's in a hurry.
Oh, I can fast travel. Okay. I don't care. I see shiny. I see two shinies. I know how to fast travel. You can handle it well, yes, but I can't remember what the two shows were, because there was two.
We've reached our destination.
Yeah. Doing a reboot here and there is one thing, but with the amount that have been going on, it's been getting excessive lately.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over. All done. Come and eat.
I don't deny that. Yeah, Disney's a major culprit at that. What's it? Okay, back to that. Back to my brain thinking for a second.
I wonder if something happened.
Hey, you're the anime master, Zephyr brought in. Yeah, can I ask you? Oh, forget, what is it? I appreciate you being so quick to help. Here's the deal, we're running it short on food. Okay, granted, it's something of an ongoing problem around here. Soil around here doesn't have much to offer, and our crops are doing even worse than usual lately. I wouldn't ask you to go fetch anything crazy, just some wheat and potatoes would help plenty.
How's this?
Would this be enough to tide you over we found out outside town? Exactly what I'm looking for. You sure I can have it? If we need fresh food that grows out in the wild, I can't just ask anyone to pick it. What with all those Zoogles running around. So don't mind if I go ahead and help myself to what you got. You are a big help. We couldn't exactly afford to risk setting up a hornet's nest, not reducing the bright eyes. Cut and all. With all this extra food, now we can feed all the kiddos who would have had to go hungry of late. Glad to hear. I'm happy to do what I can to help. I might not be able to see your face, but I can tell that you're a good soul. I don't have much to offer you in return, but I can teach you the recipe that's really easy to prepare if you like. Talk about the one that uses the wheat, I already know that. Okay, in that case, how about potato recipe? This one's also simple to fix and tastes good. It's a lifesaver when you're really hungry. Sounds good. I'll give it a shot sometime. Oh, you absolutely should. You can't operate in tip-top shape on an empty stomach.
Sorry for the side trip.
We got to learn a new dish. I'll take what I can get, really. Let's cook it next time we make camp.
Is that why she went along with this?
Yeah, Oh.
Crap!
Zephyr, we got a huge problem. Like, man, attacking Belzos castle. I don't have time to worry about anything else right now. Yeah, speaking of that, the Bright Eyes, they started massacring folks all over Caligula. They must be after Hamasticor. Guess the enemy must be getting serious about retrieving it. It must be they're willing to kill the slaves they need to harvest that energy. Mogul got hit real bad too. What? Are you sure about that? Positive, it's the closest town to where we attacked Mali. I feel bad for our people there, but this breaks. Bastards!
Just where do you think you're going?
You know where. Mogul.
What good? Is it going to do to...
I don't need your permission.
are fewer soldiers stationed at the garrison than usual. They must have gotten deployed to Mosgul.
Doc, Cole.
Still, you have that good movie, that really good movie every once in a while. That's that good remake movie every once in a while. I'll give it a 4 out of 10 for trying, but it fell flat after the boss bit, because you already knew what was going on.
Here, let me help.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern!
Sighted. It's over.
I forgot about that. I tried to, but
You'll pay for that!
still.
Slash! Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade!
What was I thinking? It's over.
Try harder! Swallow blade! Mirage! Try harder! Swallow blade! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Swallow blade! Slash!
I'm only getting
Mirage! Eat dirt!
Yeah,
I need to be stronger.
that little tidbit of lore, which a lot of Batman fans don't actually
You think it
know
might be
about.
useful? We should try it and see how it turns out.
But also, I still can't get over her outfit. The impracticality of her outfit. It's so absurd. Even he's had his fair share of problematic relationships, though. On the other hand, none of them were as bad.
What's this thing?
Nope. But no, that's there. I can hold off on that.
Looks like this place opens out into the ocean.
The water's so much cleaner than what's on the surface. I even see fish swimming around.
Yeah, and boy, do they look delicious.
What?
Never mind.
Alright. Get out of here.
Now you'll learn!
Mess with my friends, will you?
You just crossed the wrong line!
Mega Ray!
I won't show you any mercy!
Now you'll learn!
Mega Ray!
Swallow blade! Die! Rising Wyvern!
Again! Mega Ray!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Take it!
Too late.
Stop. Please, don't hurt the children.
What's that? Damn it, I can't reach them in time.
Get back, Cole.
Doc! Cole! Stop! Not if I can help it!
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade!
Die! Here I go. You're mine.
You're mine! Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started.
You're mine!
Here I go.
Rising
You're
Wyvern!
mine.
You're mine!
It's over. Mega Ray.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! No escape! You're mine! It's over! This one's all mine! It's over!
Mega Ray.
I haven't really been talking, trying to focus, so I also didn't realize I was muted.
Are you alright? What about the others? Are those bastards still here?
Iron Mask, take it easy. It's all right now. Most were able to escape, and we've survived. Honestly, we got off lucky. It's often worse when a resistance group pops up.
Lucky? You call people getting slaughtered like this lucky?
This is how things go when you're a Dahnan slave. You're dead if you stand up to them. Keep your head down and do as you're told. At least then you have a chance to survive. You only have one life. That's why...
I should wait for the right moment?
Yes.
So someone else dies instead while we live another day. Is that what you're saying, Doc? You're willing to risk everything on the chance that things will get better if we wait long enough. But what's the point of waiting if others have to die so that we can live?
What do you think happens when someone tries to resist? It'd be one thing if the rebel died, and that was that. But it never ends with only one death. You've seen it for yourself. Everyone suffers for it. Knowing that, are you really going to tell me our waiting has no meaning?
But that's... I understand not wanting to throw away the same lives we're trying to protect. That would be senseless. But if you wait too long, if you get too used to waiting, then eventually you lose the will to fight. I don't want that to happen to me. I've already met the Crimson Crows. People who risk their lives to fight the Renan's rule. People who know they might not live to see us win, but fight anyway to give those who come after a better chance. If my life is at risk either way, then I'd rather spend it fighting.
So you've decided to take up the sword?
Yes, but not just any sword. It's a sword that only I can wield, but one that's also too powerful to use on my own. I doubt those who fought the Renans in the past ever had something like this on their side. That's why I'm willing to bet everything I have on this sword. I know it might mean more people end up in danger, but...
Okay. If that's how you feel, then forget what I said. It's clear your time has come, Iron Mask. Currently, you and that sword are the only things capable of driving the Renans back. It's because of you that we're still alive right now. If there's a way through this for all of us, then I'll put my trust in you to find it.
Doc, thank you.
Now, remember what you said, and don't ever abandon that conviction of yours, all right?
Right. I won't.
You've grown so much since we first met, and you've met some good people, too. Maybe you have a chance after all.
Alright. I'm back after that cutscene. No dialogue, but that's a hard one. They all have their flaws, but if it came down to, when it comes down to it,
You're back. Hurry on in. We've been waiting for you.
You're not gonna ask what happened?
I can tell enough by the way you look right now.
I see. Zephyr, I need to ask you something. Would you have invited me to join you, even if I didn't have the blazing sword?
Of course.
Why, though?
There aren't many folks out there who are crazy enough to resist the Renans like we do. So when I find someone with the knack for it, I make sure to keep them close. Plus, you remind me of another guy we lost. Maybe deep down, I'm trying to help you as a way of making amends for what I couldn't do for him. But if you don't want this, just say the word.
I'm not going anywhere. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be here.
If you say so. All right, come on in.
Thanks.
Yes!
hey, Iron Mask, can I have a
What's
minute of your
wrong?
time? Hey, Byron, what do you need? Well, all you've been doing since you got here is fight, right? I'm starting to get worried about your weapon. Well, your weapon's not holding up. After all, you're about to fight Belza. You'll need to be prepared for whatever he might throw at you. Luckily, we happen to have a blacksmith here on site. You should see what he's got tempered. Alright, I'll make sure to remember that. Yeah, I can see that, yeah. But when it comes to the Robins, it's...
Hey.
Your blacksmith here? Yep, Brian filled me in. In addition to farm tools, I also make weapons for the crows. No, it's for you, I just have to help. I'll do the best what I can manage with the materials I've got. That makes a bit of sense. So what do you think about this? Not at all. Just most to get on me right now. Bringing more materials will whip you up something grander. It's plenty enough. Granted is, I never knew Zuko parts of us out. Glad. Thanks, glad to hear it. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Go give some Rena hell and just set us free, okay? That's the plan. Huh.
Is this something you're into?
Yeah. These ingenious structures and gadgets never cease to amaze me. Check out these handle grooves.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be seeing here.
Alright, I'm gonna go check something. I have all the DLC. Well, that has a bit of spoilers. But it is past 9 o'clock. I might do a bit grinding off stream, but that's debatable for now. I'm gonna have to head off. I can give him a katana, but I need to figure out which one is which. I forgot they had a freaking, collab with that. It would be... I think this one? No. Yep, there it is. I need to find what it was. I was having trouble finding what it was under. That's a jump. That's only gonna last so long, though. Yeah. Once I... figure everything out again. But... I'm going to have to head off. Because I'll work tomorrow. So thank you everyone for stopping by. And I will try and stream tomorrow, but it's debatable. My work schedule this week is weird.